So in the first part of this question, we've been asked to find where this curve cuts the x-axis. So all curves cut the x-axis where y is 0. On the x-axis, y is 0. So we're solving the equation. Okay, so we factorize that. So we have an x and a minus x gives the minus x squared, and then we need 5 and 1 to give us 5. So setting each of those equal to 0 gives us x plus 1 equals 0, or 5 minus x equals 0. So x is minus 1 or 5. So it crosses the axis at minus 1, 0 and 5, 0. The next thing we're asked to do is find the turning point. And what we've got to remember is at the turning point, dy by dx, the differential of y, is 0. So we're going to have to differentiate this expression. So if we go to our formula sheet, we can see the rule for differentiation is if y is equal to a power of x, then dy dx is you multiply by the power and you make the power 1 less. Okay, so we're doing that for each of those terms. Okay. 5 becomes nothing, 4x becomes 4, and x squared becomes 2x. So at the turning point that's equal to 0, so we have 4 minus 2x equals 0, so clearly x has to be 2. So we need to work out the y coordinate then, so y would be 5 plus 4 times 2 minus 2 squared. Okay, so that's going to be 13 take away 4 is 9. So there's a turning point at 2, 9. Now, in the third part we then asked what kind of turning point it is, what's its nature. And to do that we use d2y by dx squared, which is just dy by dx differentiated. So again, it's differentiation, so again reminding ourselves to differentiate you multiply by the power and you reduce the power by 1. Okay, so d2y by dx squared is going to be differentiate 4 becomes nothing, differentiate minus 2x becomes minus 2. Now as this is negative for all x, but certainly at our turning point, two 9 must be a maximum point, or a maxima. Okay, we'll move then on to question 4, and we've been asked to sketch this curve. So we start and put in all the information we have onto our grid. Okay, so it'll probably help us if we put in a little bit of a scale. Okay, so there's minus 1, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's put in a vertical scale 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so plotting our points, so it crosses at minus 1, 0, and 5. It has a maximum point at 2, 9. So that's enough information for us to give a reasonably good sketch. It crosses at 5. Okay, so that wasn't bad. Okay, so there we have, this is the point 2, 9. That's the point 5. That's minus 1, and that's 5.